Hey guys, this is Zach with CBI in Prinsu. Today we'll be showing you how to do a roof rack install on a two-seater Polaris General. This is the XP1000 with a plastic roof. Whether you have a roof or not, this install will be pretty much the same. So let's jump into it. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is empty the box and lay everything out. We have 6 crossbars, one of which is gonna be silver. We've got our wind deflector, 4 mounting brackets, 2 side rails, and our hardware. So hardware is gonna be 1 bag to mount our side rails to our crossbars. The other is gonna be to mount our wind deflector to the silver crossbar, our mounting hardware for the whole rack, and then also some tie-down rings. All right, now that we know we have all of our parts, we're gonna go ahead and put the wind deflector on this silver crossbar. You're gonna take these T-nuts and put them with the flush side facing up, and you just slide them in through this slot. I like to space them out equally to where the holes are on the wind deflector so that when you place it on, it's really easy to find the T-nuts. Then you take this little screw here with the Phillips drive and put a washer on it. And we're just gonna place the wind deflector on top and thread in all of these little screws. All right, now that our wind deflector is all put together, we're gonna move over to the rack itself. First, we're just gonna put 3 crossbars on it. That way it's a little easier to put on top of the UTV, and we can also access our mounting points a little bit easier. When we're putting these on, we wanna make sure that the mounting slots on top of the crossbars are in the same orientation and that they're facing up. And to mount our crossbars to the side rails, we're gonna grab this piece of hardware here with a washer and just put a tiny bit of thread locker on it. Doesn't have to be a lot. And then we're just gonna thread it in. All right, now that the rack is ready to come on top of the roof, we've got to take out the existing hardware on the roof. We're gonna grab a size 40 Torx and take these out up front. There is a clip nut on the back that you're gonna have to pry out with a screwdriver. And then there's 2 others on the back that are also a size 40 Torx. And you just pull those out and there's a bracket inside which will fall down. All right, now that all the hardware is out of the roof, we're ready to take this off. Just a quick note about the back. The back 2 screws go into this plate here, which is on the inside. Make sure you grab that before you take off the roof or else they'll go flying inside your vehicle. So to take it off, you just pull up from the back here and it'll pop up, and then you slide it forward and you'll be ready to take it off. All right, now that the roof is off, we're ready to make a few minor cuts to it. We're gonna go to the back section here and measure about 1 inch from the back of this flange, make a mark, go down 7 inches from the end of that flange, make another mark, and then we're gonna cut down about 1 inch and cut out a little channel here. All right, now that we've made some cuts to the roof, we're ready to toss it back on and put the rack on. Okay, now that we have the roof on and our semi-assembled rack up on top, we're gonna go ahead and bolt down the front 2 mounting points. We're gonna do that by grabbing our long bolt and a washer, and then our 1/2 inch spacer. We're gonna slide this spacer underneath the mounting foot of the rack and just set it right on top of the hole. Set the foot down on it and pass this bolt through. And then on the back side, we'll just have this flange nut that we're just gonna put on finger tight for now. All right, now that we have the front 2 mounting points of the rack put on, we're ready to move on to the back. And that's where these mounting brackets come into play. We made them to just clamp to the frame of the vehicle so that you don't have to drill into it to install your rack. And I'll show you how to assemble them here. All right, so the way you're gonna put this together is grab these 2 brackets and place them together like this. Grab a carriage bolt and put it through the bottom of it on both slots. Then grab these nylon locking nuts and thread those on. And you don't want to tighten them too much because we're going to adjust these once they're on the UTV. And the last step that we have for putting these together is we're going to grab this little bolt here, this flange nut, and thread them backward just a little bit. And then we're going to feed them through this rectangle here until those flanges catch right there. And then we're gonna put them on the vehicle like this. All right, with our brackets assembled, we're ready to mount them to the back of the vehicle. To do that, we're gonna pop up the back of the roof just a little bit. And then I grab this by the little bolt sticking out here so it doesn't fall out. Grab it by that, and then fish it from the inside and hook the outside of the frame. Then you push the back side of the brackets together and tighten the nuts. Before you tighten everything down on these mounting brackets, just make sure that you have them somewhat lined up with the rear mounting foot of the rack. All right, now that we have the brackets lined up where we want them with the back, we're gonna mark with a paint pen or whatever you got. We're just gonna mark where these bolts are gonna go so that we can drill some holes through the roof so we can latch on to those brackets at the bottom. All right, now that we have our points marked where we're gonna be drilling, we're gonna take out one of the front mounting bolts so that we can shift the rack a little bit. That way we don't have to take it completely off to drill these holes. And then we're gonna need to drill a hole just big enough for these 3/4 inch diameter spacers to fit through. So a little bit bigger than that should do. All right, now that we have our holes drilled, we're ready to drop in our spacers. A quick note about this, if you drop in your spacers and you see that the holes don't quite line up, you can adjust your bracket, and it could take some moving around a little bit just to get it to fit right. But once you get it in, you just drop in your spacer and put a little silicone around the edges so that you don't have any water dripping in. All right, now that we have everything all sealed up, we're ready to drop in our hardware. We got these carriage bolts that drop in through the top, and then you just secure it on the backside with one of these nuts. All right, now that we've got the back all tightened up, we already went ahead and did the front as well. We're just gonna finish up by doing the last couple crossbars and the wind deflector, and that should wrap up the install. Lastly, when you're tightening everything down, don't forget about these 2 screws here in the back and that bracket that goes in behind it. All right, so that wraps up the roof rack install for our 2-seat Polaris General. If you have any questions about the install, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on all of our new products, and we'll see you out on the trails.